Hello and welcome to the English Listening Podcast. Today we will explore an interesting cultural topic. Why do Asians use chopsticks? If you have ever eaten at an Asian restaurant or traveled to an Asian country, you have probably seen people using chopsticks instead of forks and knives. But have you ever wondered why? Let's dive into the history, traditions, and practicality of chopsticks and understand why they are so popular in many Asian countries. Chopsticks have been used in Asia for thousands of years. Historians believe that they were first used in China around 5,000 years ago. At first, people used sticks to take food from cooking pots. Over time, these sticks evolved into the chopsticks we know today. By 500 AD, chopsticks had spread to other Asian countries such as Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. The use of chopsticks became more common when people started cutting their food into small pieces before cooking. This made knives unnecessary at the dining table. In fact, the famous Chinese philosopher Confucius encouraged the use of chopsticks instead of knives because he believed that meals should be peaceful and not involve sharp objects. One reason chopsticks are so widely used in Asia is their practicality. They are simple, lightweight, and easy to use once you get used to them. Chopsticks are also perfect for picking up small pieces of food, which is common in Asian cuisine. Dishes like rice, noodles, dumplings, and sushi are easier to eat with chopsticks than with a fork and knife. Another reason is that chopsticks encourage slower eating. Unlike a fork, which allows you to eat large amounts of food quickly, chopsticks require more control. This helps with digestion and allows people to enjoy their food more mindfully. Chopsticks are not just eating tools, they also have cultural and symbolic meanings. In China, giving someone a pair of chopsticks as a gift can symbolize a wish for happiness and prosperity. In Japan, chopsticks are often used in religious ceremonies and are placed on altars as offerings. However, there are also important etiquette rules when using chopsticks. For example, in many Asian cultures, it is considered rude to point chopsticks at someone, stab food with them, or leave them standing upright in a bowl of rice. The last one is especially important because it resembles a ritual for the dead in some cultures. Some people may wonder why Asians prefer chopsticks while many Western countries use forks and knives. One reason is historical and cultural differences. Asian cuisine developed in a way that made chopsticks more useful, while Western cuisine often involves cutting meat and bread, which is easier with a knife and fork. Another reason is habit and tradition. People usually continue using the utensils they grew up with. For many Asians, using chopsticks is not just practical, but also a part of their cultural identity. Chopsticks have a long history and are an important part of Asian culture. They're practical, symbolic, and deeply connected to the way people eat and interact with food. Whether you use chopsticks every day or only when eating at an Asian restaurant, understanding their history and cultural significance can help you appreciate them even more. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the English Listening Podcast. If you enjoyed this topic, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more episodes. See you next time.